Hello everyone, this is David Joe and this recording is for FST4081, the week 5 presentation about improving the hiring process in my department. My department is Gyeonggi Fire Department. This is not where I'm employed at, but this is the fire department of my mentor and the fire department of my community. So, the hiring process of the Gyeonggi Fire Department is actually not managed by the fire department. It is managed by the National Fire Agency and the National Fire Academy, and this applies to all fire departments in South Korea. And so, the requirements to be a firefighter is first you have to have a driver's license, a special kind of driver's license, which is first. Second is the normal one in South Korea. The first one lets you drive special and larger vehicles such as vans and pickup trucks, which are mostly ambulance vehicles, for example. Not fire trucks. Fire trucks are too large, and you need like a one above this grade to drive them. And then you have to pass a written test, which I will talk about later, and a performance test, and then personality and aptitude test, and physical ability test, then background examination, and interview. And once you pass all these, you will be trained at the National Fire Academy. So the written test has 3 subjects and one other subject of your choice, depending on the field that you want to go in when you become a fire officer in South Korea. First, you need to pass the Korean history test, an English test, fire science test, and one of these: fire law, emergency medical service, chemistry, or computer science. And they also offer special hiring opportunities for people with background or extra career in the related fields. To be a EMS paramedic, you can also have 2 years of experience as a paramedic or nurse. If you want to be a rescue unit, you can have like 2 years of some specific fields in military or SWAT. Or you can have just only 1 year as a surgeon or above grade. Or you can be a college graduate. You can have 4 years of you can be a graduate of college with 4 years of related fields such as fire science. Or you can have 2 years of related fields as long as you have a bachelor's degree. And you have to be only 20 to 40 years old to meet this college requirement. Once you meet these requirements, you can pass all the other tests. And then you only need a driver's license, pass the written performance, personality aptitude, physical ability, and just take the interview. So the problem with the current hiring system I came up with, there are 3. One is the grading system. Second is how the interview is provided, and third is the drug use test. So the current system has like a grading system for all tests that they provide. So 50% of the points will be gathered from a written test, 25 points from performance test and PAT, and 25% from interview. So these form up to 100%, and only the people with a certain amount or above will be hired. So the problem right now is that we have too much we take too much portion from written test. I think it will be great if they have a separate passing like boundaries for the written test and performance test. So they will have to take a written test first, and then they will take the performance test and PAT after you pass the written test. This is actually the process that is already inactive for most of the other hiring and certifying process of public officials. And I don't see why a fire department should not take this. And also the interview, I think fire department should conduct their interview on their own, since they have their own demands, and I think it is not very right for the National Fire Agency and National Fire Academy to conduct these interview before they apply to each fire department when they already have a personality and aptitude test. So I feel like this is like a repeating the same process over and over, and I think it can be eliminated and let the fire department conduct the interview on their own, since that is already happening right now. And the last problem is that only 7% of candidates are tested for drug use. This can easily be increased to like even to 100. They can test all candidates. I think 7% is too low. And most people who abuse drugs will get away with it, even if they abuse drugs. So to bring these changes, we need researchers. We need to talk to the leaders and people who hire in each fire department to learn their demands, to verify that this change is necessary, and we can talk to other leaders to find the flaws and fix them. And I would like to suggest like doing a sample run at the National Fire Academy. They have a full capability to do so, and then we can present this idea to the education and promotion division at the National Fire Agency, since that's what decides everything. All right, thank you for watching and have a great day.